My acting comes more from imagination than self-recall. Earlier मैं ली स्ट्रासबर्ग से और ये स्टैनिस्लॉवस्की ज़्यादा पढ़ लिया था और जब बहुत साल काम नहीं मिलता है ना तो I think you fall victim of the romanticizing of acting.
Gulshan and I worked together, I think, almost 13 years ago on Dhamma Rodham very early on in his career. So it was wonderful to now, 12, 13 years later, connect with him and see how much he's grown and how much he's the same.
I started my career with television, with Goldie. We did a series called Guns N' Roses.
The best part is that season 1 was loved so much. So we've got a great foundation, this relationship.
Hi, my name is Amit Sadh.
This is Rohan Sippy and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Hi guys, I'm Karina Michwal and we have here with us the incredible Rohan Sippy and Amit Sadh.
मेरा नाम क्या incredible नहीं बोला?
Incredible दोनों के लिए था. दोनों के लिए था.
वो already इतने बड़े director है, इतनी बड़ी पिक्चरें कर चुके हैं, उनको promotion नहीं चाहिए.
दोनों के लिए था. Incredible.
मेरे नाम के आगे तो
Rohan Sippy, Amit Sadh.
Audience को नहीं पता कॉमा, audience कहेंगे अमित के लिए integrate.
Explain कर दूंगी, description में डाल दूंगी. Hello, welcome to Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
So long day of promotions ahead, back-to-back interviews, social media पे अलग, you have to do campaigns and all.
What a privileged life. What a privilege. And I'm not saying this sarcastically, I mean it.
Yeah.
बहुत amazing life है. We are very proud of it.
You get to work and then you get to talk about it. That's what every artist wants.
Isn't it a lot to take?
No, but that's what you sign up for. No? They can't complain about something that is the best scenario.
This is a lot of take we want. If this would not happen, you will suffer.
Right.
We love our work. We love coming out. We appreciate you. We appreciate media. We appreciate
and the audience that will give us their time watching the shows. So, yeah, it's lots
like,
to be grateful for.
It's like a chef. एक शेफ को आप नहीं बोलोगे do you mind being in the kitchen? नहीं यार, बहुत धूप, गर्मी बहुत, पसीना बहुत आता है. I mean, a chef will bake, and you have to, and वो cake लेके घर में तो नहीं रखेगा. You want, then you'll go out and you'll say, please try my cake. So it's all positive. It's all amazing.
Okay, so we'll start with you, sir.
Sure.
The trailer looks amazing, काफी intense, काफी thrilling. So tell us, what can the fans expect from the season 2 of Duranga?
So I think the best part is that season 1 was loved so much. So we've got a great foundation. This relationship जो Gulshan और Drashti के characters के बीच में था, that is the base for it. And of course, a fantastic hook at the end of it is there's someone who comes out of a coma who's going to create the promise and the threat for season 2. And so I think that's exactly what we've tried to do in season 2 is once Amit's character, the real Samit Patel, comes back to life, so to speak, how he affects everything, and just when you think things might be okay, now how are they going to cope with this? And I think it's just a lot of fun to watch. The format you've already liked, now you throw in a crazy character like Amit is playing into that mix, it just makes it a cocktail that's even more exciting. So I think we've had a lot of fun. His scenes with Gulshan, his scenes with Drashti, his scenes with the child, they're just like you will hate them and enjoy them and love them, which is, I think, all memorable screen characters do that, whether, across the years, whether it's Gabbar Singh or whether it's Shah Rukh Khan in Dar, you can kind of love them to hate them and hate to love them, all of that. So I think that's what we've got with Duranga now, and really the privilege for me, Goldie and Charu have done such wonderful work on the creative part of it, and of course with Z's feedback, all of that was already such a solid base, and then I got an opportunity to come in and try and take this a little further, and I hope that we've been able to do that.
Right. So Amit, ever since the trailer released, ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जो खास तौर पर उभर कर आई हैं? I mean, what has been the feedback like?
To be honest, I've not taken the feedback till now.
Comments, Instagram पे.
Yes, I did go, and I'm very grateful to the audience. I'm also grateful to my fans that whenever I share something, they lap it up and they send such amazing comments, and they show the eagerness and enthusiasm of watching. And needless to say, the credibility of this team from Z5 to Goldie, Rohan sir, are incredible cast, and the whole team is put up something. I think for me individually, the trailer worked. I like the trailer. I think it's a very well cut trailer, and I think a trailer takes about a week, 2 weeks to spread its wings. So अभी I think सिर्फ 24 घंटे ही हुए trailer को. We are happy. I mean, I'm sure it'll spread more.
Yeah.
And I just hope with interviews like with you in Bollywood Hungama and the support of media and these interactions, reaching out to people, I'm sure on 24th they will have an engagement with us.
Even I am sure.
Thank you.
So you play a anti-hero, a dark character in this. It's not something that we've seen you do often. You know, the characters you've played are usually the saviors, the protectors, the nice guys.
Actually, I'm not playing an anti-hero.
Okay.
I'm not playing a dark character. I'm playing a character.
Okay.
He's not a villain. He's not a hero. He's a character. There are dimensions to him. There are shades to him. There are disturbances to him. There are vulnerabilities to him. It's a character. There's no. And I do agree with you. And it's not that I've always gone through the safe passage, but I've been given such roles: protector, savior, Mike Tango, and I've done them well. When Goldie offered me this part, to be honest, I did not even know this part. He just called me. He said, Amit, it's been 15 years. I started my career with television, with Goldie. We did a series called Guns N' Roses. And then we did not work for so many years. And I said, yeah, bro, let's work. And he said, SSI. And ye show hai, Korean show hai. I said, okay, we'll do. So also I think cinema, movies happen on faith, on trust. So I said, no, cool. He said, Amit, it'll be an interesting character. So that's how I got into this. And then in season 1, I was just in coma. And that is how much I knew about the show, that I'm in coma. So I was in coma, and I had faith in Goldie that he will write something, and he had promised me. He said, I will come with a material which you will be challenged and you will be excited about. And I accepted it, and it's been a great experience playing this character. What I want to share is with you, and I have not shared this with you either. When I finally read this script, I skipped a few heartbeats.
Oh.
I said, "Ye kahan phas gaya main?" It's a shit. Because as a person, I mean, of course, acting and personal life is different. But I say, shit. So I did go through my insecurity that, like you said, I play a protector, and then it didn't go long, and the voice just came and crushed it. Said, dude, you're an actor, you're an artist, you bake your cake, and this time burn the cake. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And I burned the cake. Of course, I was in great hands. Rohan sir has been a great director to me. The script was great, and I burned the cake. Now, the reason I'm smiling, I feel that it was a courageous move. I didn't fall back because मैं सोच रहा मेरी image है, मैं protector हूँ, मैं Mike Tango था. मेरे एकदम से the voice came and said, what are you talking? How are you thinking? Go do it. So that was my journey so far with Duranga, and let's see what happens now.
So I've heard a lot of actors say this, they have a hard time getting out of such characters. So is it true for you as well?
No. If you talk about the where I am right now in life, like if you talk about now, I think my processes are much more smoother. My acting comes more from imagination than self-recall. Earlier मैं ली स्ट्रासबर्ग से और ये स्टैनिस्लॉवस्की की ज़्यादा पढ़ लिया था, और जब बहुत साल काम नहीं मिलता है ना, तो I think you fall victim of the romanticizing of acting. I have no shame in admitting it, because that also is hunger, that also is effort, that also has its meaning. But now I create characters out of imagination. So now if I have to feel bad, I don't remember my bad days.
Okay.
I remember the characters' bad names. आप character हो, आप ही की problems आएंगी. मैं अपनी problems को नहीं बाहर लेके आने वाला. And I now step out of the trailer in shorts and banyan and look into myself and be like, ये सच्चाई है. Come back to earth and go home, take your dogs for a walk.
So completely like you just switch away once the camera's off.
It's gone.
Oh, it's nice. So now we'll talk about another very special actor in the series, that is Gulshan Devaiah. He's one of the finest actors that we have in our country right now. So what do you think as a filmmaker makes him the artist that he is today?
I think again he has found his process. Luckily Gulshan and I worked together I think almost 13 years ago on Damma Rodam very early on in his career. So it was wonderful to now 12, 13 years later connect with him and see how much he's grown and how much he's the same. You know, that's both sides are wonderful to see that the inherent nature of him is the same. And of course, there's more experience, so more confidence, all of that. But I think again, in a very different way to Amit. Amit and he are very different, but they both inherently, I think, have that confidence in what their approach is, and they respect the craft of what they are doing. I think that's the number one thing. They're never not prepared. All of those things. Once you do that, then everyone has a personality and brings that to it. But I think that's what you call table stakes, right? If you can do all of that, then I think above that, it's only going to be good. And in very different ways, Gulshan does it. He has a very a way of getting people at ease, but yet within that he delivers and brings all the nuances in. In this show, Amit had to perform at a very different pitch.
Yeah.
So it was for a person creating the show, it's wonderful to have two different energies on screen. I mean, and Drashti, of course, in between, having to figure out what's going on between the two of them. So I think again, credit to Goldie and Charu for the casting and writing of these kind of things, and we got to have a lot of fun executing it.
And also to you for bringing out the best out of them.
No, that's the job. That's the job. You know,
That's the job well done.
Yeah, that's a job well done. Correct.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that is that we don't think about that. That's what you're supposed to do, and yeah, like I said, it's just not often or not all the time you get the fact that you have the producer, writer who have put the material together well, and the casting is also perfect, both in terms of just not their ability but their temperament to work together. Working on a series is very hard. In the less time than it takes to make one film, we have to make more than 3 films duration worth of, that's what a season is. So you have to have very intense workers with you, whether they're actors, cameramen, production design, all of them have to be ready to work at that pace. It's one thing to say, okay, you've got 200 days to do this, but we don't, so we have to do all of this. So there might be scenes you see, wow, we might have done that in 1.5 hours and then moved on and done 3 other great scenes that day, So that's the real kick of it as well. And that's why I think it's an addictive medium to come back to, because you're really pushed on all levels, not just your talent, but just your physical, stretching yourself to make sure you can get that much done every day.
Yeah. So Amit, you recently went on a month-long bike trip, right? You traveled to different cities of India. I believe you also met a lot of people. So how is that like?
Everything we do in life affects our personality, our being, and who you are is what you will contribute. That is the vessel you will use in creating, in our case, a character or a movie. For me, it is still sinking it. It's quietened me down. कहते हैं ना हिंदी में ठंडा कर दिया मुझे.
Okay.
It was a great trip, met great people. There were tough days. We were without network, especially when you're crossing, like from Kaza when you go to Patam, like when you're crossing Spiti Valley to Zangsar Valley, a car broke down. I got hit by a drunk driver. Ran away. Luckily, nothing happened. Just bike got some battle scars. Just the whole, we were filming it. We were filming it as well, so I had great people around me. Went to see some vegetation at 15,000 feet. वहाँ मटर उग रहे थे.
Oh wow!
तो वहाँ मटर खाए तो they're sweeter than the dessert.
I'm sure.
So it's like small things, just people. What an incredible country this is. The people of this country make this country what it is. That's the beauty. So it was amazing. It's still sinking in, to be honest. But I'm sure this will affect everything.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. What was one major learning, one major takeaway about
There's never
India?
one major learning in life. Our mind, our consciousness doesn't comprehend things like that. It doesn't grasp things like one learning or, we know this is an incredible... One learning you can say was like, it was a right decision. We got to do this more.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's learning.
And how's your back? I mean, bike pe itna travel, so
It's
just have a very solid back.
It's like it's like asking a pilot after a 2-hour flight from Bombay to Delhi. It's like, "Hey, are you okay? Do you have some? Did you get some jet force or G force?"
No, but I believe continuous hoga na, like pura North India. I think you covered.
No, the whole. I went from Bombay.
Huh.
From Mumbai.
Okay.
From Mumbai, I traveled
Ladakh.
through Ladakh. Like I said, there were tough days. There were days. There was a lot of off-roading, a lot of gravel, a lot of sand. There were days I was standing on the bike for 12 hours. But you can't complain this and like, मतलब मोटो जीपी जीतने का वैलेंटिनो रॉसी आके तूने बोलेगा कि यार मैं थक गया हूँ, मैं बहुत डिहाइड्रेटेड हो गया हूँ, मेरा 5 किलो वजन
No,
कम हो
as
गया.
an outsider, मैं like this was my question. कि how's your back? I mean, how is it so solid?
It is more limber.
Okay.
It is more flexible. It is more strong.
Okay. That's wonderful. Okay. So, like you mentioned before, you really seem to be enjoying the OTT space. So, what do you think is that one advantage that this space is providing to filmmakers as compared to the, big screen?
No, the advantage is, I think, one is the kind of stories. There's a greater range of stories that we're seeing on OTT. So that's obviously one advantage. And the second is, like I said earlier, it's a very lovely intense form work. In a day you have to do maybe 3 or 4 times more work than you did on a film, and yet you have to try and achieve the same quality. So that is the most exciting thing. So whether it's an actor coming on, whether it's a technician, that you have to do all this but do it in probably a quarter of the time that you were used to. So I think that's only very good for your craft. You start making decisions better, you start seeing, but if I go down this route, I'm going to have these problems, so I got to do it this way. You don't have that luxury of. So I think it just makes you a better technician, and at the heart of this job is you're handling people. So that never goes away. So there's always 100, 150, 200 people that you're working with. So the fun of the job is getting them all to work together and get a great result, and that is the fun of this format.
And no plans of returning to the big screen?
I hope to keep telling stories. Right now,
irrespective
doing
of the
it-
medium.
Yeah, I think that doesn't change whether we're sitting around a campfire using OTT to reach audiences or the big screen. It's always fun to tell stories. That's all.
Okay, so since I've been told to wrap this up quickly now,
Sorry about
so
that.
last question, Amit, now that you have achieved so much,
Nothing. You're
no,
so
no,
kind.
come
I've
on, you're
done-
just being too
No,
humble
what have
about
I
it.
achieved?
No, no.
Nothing.
Like, no, I completely disagree with you on this. You've achieved a lot. OTT पे आपने हंगामा किया हुआ है, ठीक है?
बॉलीवुड हंगामा से आप वो आप अपना
नहीं, come on, you're being, come
मैं
on.
OTT
Give
हंगामा.
some credit to yourself,
So I'm
यार.
OTT हंगामा.
From
Which the title of this, sorry for excluding you, allow me, the title of this episode, this should be OTT Hungama meets Bollywood Hungama. I'm joking, I'm just bullshitting now. Forgive me. Yes.
Yeah, so itna recognition, you're getting good work. So at what directions are your efforts now?
I agree with your second part. Yes, I am getting recognition. I am very grateful for the love I get from the people in the industry and fans and or the audiences. I'm very very fortunate, and मैं इस चीज़ को lightly नहीं लेता हूँ. मैं इसको बहुत तवज्जो देता हूँ, और I believe in 1000% effort, and I will continue doing that.
Please continue
And I
to
have
do
a long,
so.
long way to go. I've done nothing.
No, I completely disagree with you on this.
Okay,
I'm
we'll
sure
cut the
even
show,
so.
and then she and I will start fighting now.
All right, thank you so much for your time. It
Thank
was
you,
wonderful
Karina.
talking to you all. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amit Sadh.
This is Rohan Sippy, and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.